So I want to show you how easy it is to create a slideshow with voiceover. So you have a PowerPoint already and you want to give some narration to it, maybe to help your students to give some explanation. So you open up your PowerPoint and then you go to slideshow and then you click on slideshow and then it says record slideshow. Now I don't fool with any of these other things in here. I'm not sure exactly what they do. You can always play around if you want to, but you click record slideshow, and so I'm going to click that here. And then what happens is it begins to record. And so I'm going to tell the students what I want to tell them here. Now maybe the doorbell rings or the dog barks or you have to cough. You can always stop it here. Go do what you need to do, find what you need to find, and then you can come back and hit the button here. Now, one of the things I've discovered about making a slideshow is that I need to completely finish saying what I'm going to say before I start to go to the next slide, because in reality you don't realize how many times you speak in front of a class and you don't have to time what you say to the slide that you show. So here's what I would say here. So today we're going to talk about alternative leads. These are different from what you normally write in your inverted pyramid stories. There are as many types of alternative leads as there are people who write the stories. And so I'm going to show you some examples just to kind of get your brain in gear for what we're going to do here. And so here are some good examples of alternative leads. Now I'm finished with that slide and I'm going to hit this and it's going to go to the next one, and notice how it started here. So I'm going to wait to talk. So then I can go and say what I want to say here, and I'm going to finish. And then I'm going to go to the next one. So I can look and see, if you notice on top, it's going to tell you when the recording is starting for that slide. So maybe I'm going to tell you what I want to say about these alternative leads, and I'm going to finish. Now look at the top here. See, it's telling me that this has begun to record. And so then I can go ahead and describe this and tell people what I want to tell them about that, right? So say I have gotten all the way through my slideshow, and now I'm going to stop here, right? And I'm going to end the show. So I'm going to click here. Now it's going to ask me if I'm finished, do I want to save the timings, right? And I'm going to click yes. Now what you want to do, I would recommend, is that you save this with another name. So you want to save this with another name. So you're not going to be able to see this on what I'm showing you, but I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to hit Save As. And then I am going to maybe say alternative lead examples with narration. That way I saved that, and I'm showing this because I made this mistake before. I'm saving this new version, so I have both versions and I can share both versions with the students. So I'm going to go ahead and click that and show you what to do here. Now this is a rather large file, so what I'll do is show you. You can put this on Moodle. Again, the upside of Moodle is you can put huge files on Moodle and you don't have to worry about any of those things. But I'll show you something that you can do if you wanted to export this to YouTube and create a link. I'll show you that. You don't have to do it, but that's an option too. So I'll show you that in just a minute. So the first thing you're going to do, if you want to go ahead and create a link out of this, you can do this. That's an option. Again, if you upload it directly into Moodle, the students can just open it and go through the PowerPoint itself like that. But what I'm going to do now, here's my file. So I have to do a couple of steps. Again, you can have a snack while you do this, because it's basically waiting for things to upload. So I'm going to hit alternative lead examples, and so that is my this is the one with voice, and all of these are how long I spent on each slide. Now we didn't go through all of it, so this is all you're going to see here. Now I would recommend that I go back through and listen to it And we don't have time to edit and make things beautiful, but you just want to make sure that you don't have a blank slide or something like that, because I've done that before too. So I'm going to go to File up here, and I'm going to hit Export. And then I'm going to go to MP4, because what I need to do now is make a movie out of it. Before, it's really just a PowerPoint with voice attached to it. But now I can make a movie where it's all one solid presentation, and then hit Export. And when I do, you can't see it right here. Sorry about where this screen capture piece goes, but underneath there it says that PowerPoint is converting. It's uploading video alternative lead examples with narration. So you'll see a bar there where the little blue strip continues to move, and that means it's converting that. So depending on how much, how big the file is how long it's going to take. So it might sometimes take a few minutes, but it's going to create a new kind of file that's an MP4 that you can drop right into YouTube and create a link for it. So now I have my MP4 video here, and I opened my YouTube account here. So I'm going to upload it to my account. So create a video, upload a video, and then I'll pull from the folder. So here's my alternative lead examples with narration. So there's the folder that it's in. It'll go into the same folder that your original PowerPoint is in. It'll just go right on top of that. So it's pretty easy to find. You have to make it go someplace else really. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that in, and it's going to upload into YouTube. So it takes a little bit of time for that to upload, but in the meantime I can go ahead and describe it. I can maybe change the title if I wanted to. So I'm going to say video of examples of alternative leads, and then I can describe it right here. So this media writing video will help students see how to write alternative leads. Okay, so I can do all that while it's processing, and then I'll show you what to do next. And so you can see it'll show you down here as it's processing. This wasn't a really big file because we didn't have a lot on it. You can change the thumbnail if you want a different slide to act as the thumbnail that we're going to see here. You can even upload a picture of something if you want to. So I'm going to just use the one that's already here. And so I'll hit next here. And that's going to help me to finish up that process that I need to do here. It won't let you go any farther until you say it's not for kids, right? Because there's some legal things about that too. I really don't ever check this. So maybe there's something you want to do here, but then hit next. It's pretty self-explanatory. It'll walk you through the process. I don't know. I don't use any of those either. And then actually you can make it private where you share the link, but honestly at this point with time restraints I just make it public, and that way anybody can see it. If you want to schedule when it can appear or anything like that, you can do that as well. But this makes life easier if you just hit public. So I'm going to go ahead and publish that. And now I can post it on Twitter or wherever I want to post it. Here's the link. So all I really need to do is click this. I can copy it this way, or I can just hit this link and it copies it to my clipboard, and then I can put it on Moodle or in an email or anything else that I want to do. So that's basically how you can go from a PowerPoint to a voice PowerPoint to a YouTube movie, and it really didn't take long at all for me to do that.